Namaskar. Dilip Singh Advocate, you are most welcome to my channel Legal Outlook by Dilip Singh. Let me share you some cases which not only touch the legal issue but also the human values. In 2005, a man purchases a flat in Mumbai at the age of 50 by investing his entire life saving. He purchased this flat in the name of his wife. He shifts in this flat with his wife, mother, younger son, and his wife, and elder son and his wife and younger son. Thereafter, his younger son gets married and he also starts living with his wife there in the house. In 2018, the man dies, and the younger son and his wife starts creating trouble to the old widow and starts pressurizing to sell the property and give its share. And then she files a complaint in the tribunal for getting the son and his wife evicted from the premises. And the tribunal passes an order against the son and his wife, his family, to vacate the premises, the flat particularly. And in this case, even the division bench of Bombay High Court confirms the order of tribunal and asks the son and his wife to vacate the premises. In another case, a person lives in a house allotted to him by his employer, who is a Christian which is a Christian organization, and the person himself is also a Christian. The person after retirement is still working with that organization, so he is living in a very big house given by the employer. After the death of his wife, his daughter shifts to the place because he was ill, and she takes care of that person. Seeing the daughter in the house, even the two sons who were living outside that house, they come there and they also shift in the same premises with their family. And they also start pressurizing his father to share the properties and give the shares of the property, different other properties also, to the two sons. And they started harassing the old man, and the old man decided to go to the tribunal. And in this case also, the tribunal passes an order against the two sons and their family, and the tribunal asks them to vacate the premises. They go to the Delhi High Court in writ petition, and in the writ petition also, the High Court confirms the order of the tribunal, and they were asked to vacate the premises. In the third case, the tribunal passed an order against son for vacating the house where the old man lived. The son went to the High Court and files an appeal against the order of tribunal, stating that the properties where the old man is living is a joint family property, and he also gets filed a writ petition by his minor son, stating that the minor son as well as grandson as well as the son have share in the property. But the High Court dismisses the appeal and directs them to vacate. Friends, I am Dilip Singh Advocate. You are watching part 1 of the special video series which I am making on the right of old parents and the senior citizen. Friends, it is my 50th video. I am very happy for achieving this milestone in this seamless journey which I started on 4th May 2020. I am very thankful to you that you have cooperated me and you have given me the opportunity to share these informations with you. I am very thankful from the core of my heart, and to every member, every viewer of this Legal Outlook family. Please keep showering your love and affection in future also. Please share my videos among your friends and share your view also. Your views are very precious for me. I thoroughly cherish while I read your comments of any video. In the 3 cases I shared here, there is one similarity, that in all these cases, old parents went to the court and the tribunal for evicting their sons and their families. But why these 3 cases? I mentioned that in these 3 cases, there are 3 different cases of the ownership of the house. In the first case, the house was purchased by husband in the name of wife, and she was the absolute owner. In the second case, the property where the old man was living was given by his employer. And in the third case, allegedly the property was of joint family. Still, the court directed them to vacate the premises. So in in these all three judgments were beautifully written judgments. I'll share the details of these judgments in my description section. Please you go through it and I'm sure you will enjoy that. Delhi High Court in its judgment dated 18th of July 2018 in writ petition number 6592/2018 titled Srimati Darshna versus Government of NCT of Delhi has very clearly held that it is apparent from the plain language of Rule 22 in bracket 3(1)(I)(1) that a senior citizen is entitled to evict his son, daughter, or any legal heir from his property, irrespective of whether it is an ancestral or self-acquired. So the one thing is very clear: the right of a person to live in its property, a senior citizen or an old person, is very much secured by this provision of law. Delhi High Court, while dealing with the issue in writ petition civil number 2761/2020, namely Sandeep Gulati versus Government of Delhi, very clearly stated that the scope of the proceeding under Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizen Act 2007 and rules is to grant protection to parents, including with respect to their property. The scope of act is not to punish the children. The purpose is to secure the right of the parents. If they do not wish to have their children staying with them, then it is enough and they can invoke the act and the rules and get them vacated. There is one more case which I would like to share with you, that is the order passed by Punjab and Haryana High Court in its judgment dated 1st of December 2015 in Gurpreet Singh versus State of Punjab. It was categorically held that Section 22 of the Act enjoins a duty upon the state government to prescribe a comprehensive action plan for providing protection of life and property of senior citizens. Section 32, subsection 2 also empowers the state government to frame rules in respect of comprehensive action plan for providing protection of life and property to the senior citizen. Now, let me share some information and some important data, because we all know that India is facing rapid increase in elderly population, thanks to the increase in life expectancy. According to one estimate, the old population is expected to rise to almost 84 crore in the developing countries by the year 2025. About 8.6% of the total population of India is in this elderly population group, where 8.2% is the male and 9% is the female. It is projected that the proportion of India's aged population above 60 years going to be 11.1% in 2025. With the increasing age, an aged person becomes dependent on his family. They need financial support, physical support, medical support, as well as emotional and psychological support. But they have to face various harassments from the hand of their own children and the own family members. So, considering this aspect, government passed one act in 2007 that is known as Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizen Act 2007. This act was passed to provide maintenance support to the elderly parents and senior citizens. Parents is defined very broadly in this act, and that include biological parents, adoptive as well as step parents. Adult children and adult grandchildren are legally under obligation to pay maintenance. The amount is determined by the needs of the claimant, so that those elderly people or elderly person can lead a normal life. Intentionally abandoning the senior citizen or their old parents completely is made a punishable offence and liable to pay a fine up to rupees 5,000 as well as and imprisonment for 3 months or both. I would like to share you with that in developing, particularly in the rich societies, we often hear stories about that the well-to-do families are also abandoning their parents, and they are living in the streets after being driven out by their family from their home. And so the care of elderly parents have become an issue from very important in India. I remember I read a story of a very big business tycoon, Singhania. He was found, he was driven out from his home by his children. So this aspect of human life has assumed a great significance, and so the government decided to amend the Act of 2007, and the Maintenance and Welfare Pay of Parents and Senior Citizen Amendment Bill was introduced in 2019, and this amendment is been an attempt to make the provision of 2007 more inclusive and more stringent. The bill brings stepchildren, adoptive children, children-in-law, legal guardians of minor children under the definition of children. Under this act, maintenance tribunals may direct. Earlier in 2007 bill, it was up to 10,000 per month the maintenance could have been paid, but in the 2019 bill, this limit of 10,000 has been removed, and that can be any amount. There is a provision of appeal by any person who is aggrieved from the order of the tribunal, and he can go in appeal to the High Court. The bill provides that the children or relative fails to comply with the maintenance order, the tribunal may issue a warrant to levy the due amount. Further, it may lead to imprisonment up to 1 month or until the payment is made. The maintenance of parents or grandparents under this section shall be the obligation of those children who are entitled to receive the benefits of inheritance or succession under the statutory law or personal law. The only condition of claiming of maintenance is that the person who is claiming maintenance, the elderly person, must be unable to maintain themselves from his own income or his own earning or from his own property. We take a break here today. We will continue this journey because this topic is very wide, and particularly this law, that act is that very beneficial, and there are various sections in the Act of 2007 and thereafter the amendment in 2019, which need very elaborate discussion so that we can be well aware with the different aspects of that law. Even otherwise, there are various judgments which need to be discussed to make the topic and discussion complete. I'll continue this journey. I'll make another video in which I will discuss all these aspects. Thank you very much for being with me. Please share your views in the comment section, and please do it right now so that because the video you have watched is fresh in your mind, the various ideas coming to your mind. So please write the comment in the comment sections, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Namaskar.